check.
Yes. Can you hear me? Yes. We're good.
All right.
Let me put the drink down. Whoops.
We lost some of this.
Delish.
It's working. It's working. Party people, if you're ready to rock, let me hear you scream. Well, if you really, really came to party, then let me hear everybody say, we came to party. We came to party. Everybody put your hands together like this. Come on, clap. Yeah. Let me hear you clap. Yeah, nice. Everybody clap. Woo. Now here's a funky beat. Now here's a scratch beat. Let's put it all together and make it complete.
All right, so everybody, welcome to another episode of Puro Pinche Party. This time I want to do a different format, probably like more podcast style. With me I have my brother Bicho, owner of VIP Tattoo.
What's going on?
So just recently we had our 1 year anniversary, and I know we did a video about a year ago. It was a little different. Like, I felt like I tried to read a script, and like I told you, I felt like the guy from Selling Sham Wow, trying to just spit facts, and obviously that didn't work out because I'm camera shy, I guess.
Think we all are.
Yeah, so try to do more chill environment, but also this episode's more of a recap of the year. It was crazy.
It was a good year.
Definitely a good year. I was only anticipating having a handful of events. We started out at the Round Lake Farmers Market, El Mercadito.
Good show if you guys are around.
And that first day, isn't that when it rained?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she was crazy. And then from there, we got...
And it was still a good turnout.
Yeah, surprisingly for what it was a lot of people. And from there, I got invited to other shows, more events, private events, and I don't think anybody really knew what Puro Pinche Party was, like where that even came from, or the fact that we even do it. So, first things first, Puro Pinche Party is a mobile bar, but it's not just that. It's gonna grow into something more.
Mobile bartending.
Do private events, festivals, corporate events, weddings, quinceañeras, whatever you guys need.
Wherever you need the party.
We there. And a lot of events, they're like, well, what is Puro Pinche Party? Or, there's like some, Americans would be like, I'm sorry, white people, I don't know. I don't want this to be all political and stuff.
Non-Hispanic.
Yeah, non-Hispanic. And they'd be like, oh my God, do you know what PJ means? No, I just wanted to put it there, but
most Latinos know what's up.
yeah, they know what's up. But I guess they got the name from Mom, because if you guys know us, Mexicans in general, we always are a lot of people.
Deep.
Yeah, and so our family would always get together all the time. Anywhere we go, it's always like 8, 9 of us.
Minimum?
And, yeah, minimum. Like at any given day, all the time. And I think you were there with us, or you're probably with me when Mom was like, "No, hombre, siempre tienen puro pinche party." Or I think she said fiesta, but Puro Pinche Party sounds like it goes like, PPP, So that's where I got it from. So shout out to my mom. She said she doesn't swear, but I think she taught us to swear. Just kidding. She'll probably beat my ass for that one. But I guess where everything all started was I don't know.
Growing up,
Yeah.
partying.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just started wanting to learn more about different things that we drink, and us being Mexican, I started off with a tequila. Actually, you know what? It didn't start with tequila. It actually started out with whiskey, because our primo Anthony, rest in peace.
Our cousin.
Yeah, our cousin. I don't know. One time he took me out to the bar or whatever, and I didn't drink, but he's like, "Oh no, you gotta try this whiskey." And I think it was what the hell was it?
Don't say my lord.
No, it wasn't. It's the green bottle. It's not Proper 12. It was Jameson. And I tried it. I was like, it was all right. And then when I was supposed to marry my daughter's mom, he was like, "Oh, we got to go to Tennessee. You got to go to Tennessee." And I was like, "What the hell's in Tennessee?" Like, I don't like that shit, but whatever. And he was trying to show me like different whiskeys and different stuff. And then when he passed away, I was like, "Fuck, I totally didn't get to go there." And I don't know, just paying homage to that, and I just started learning more about it. But as far as tequilas, like I said, it's more us Mexicans. It's our drink. Tequila could only be made in Mexico. Anywhere else, like Hawaii or it's technically called an agave spirit. Like that one, what did you say? It was tequila made in, that your boy brought the bottle?
Oh, in Kentucky.
Yeah, so it tastes like añejo, which is an aged tequila in old bourbon cask. But since it's not made in Mexico, it's just called agave spirit.
MB Roland.
Imperial. Yeah, that was a
If you
good
guys-
bottle.
it's,
We had to get
If you guys live in Kentucky, and they only sell it in Kentucky, so you're not going to find it at stores. I know a lot of things you can normally find at stores, but you're only going to find that one in Kentucky.
Yeah, but going back to tequila, everybody was like, "Oh yeah, Don Julio, Terramana, all these major brands that, I don't know, from my opinion, now that I've been tasting really good tequilas, they're not that great. They have a lot of additives and stuff that makes it taste not that great. Tequila from the beginning, people get a bad rep, give it a bad shtick, just because I said in the previous episode, they think they gotta shoot it, they think they gotta do the lime, the salt, the whole spiel, do that stupid face. So
And everyone has a bad story about it.
yeah, so when I started drinking it, I didn't know how to drink it. So I had to do research, look at podcasts. It's crazy because you figure it's just drinking alcohol, but it's more than that. It's an appreciation, like art. The tequila's art. It's just a different kind of media, I guess. So if people don't know, I like to tell people to first take a sip, and it's gonna feel a little burn, whatever you want to call it, and that's what that's doing, is just opening your taste buds in your mouth, and from there, sip it slowly, but we'll get to there again when we start
Savoring the flavor.
getting to more tequila. The party started before I went on that tangent. So I was trying that out, and drinking it straight was cool, but a lot of people didn't want to drink it with me. They just wanted us slam the hell out of it, which is fine. So I started making cocktails, and I was trying to make them more with tequila or whiskey, and just base it off of that. And
I remember that. That's when I was cutting down on drinking beer for health purposes.
yeah, and
It's like, let's switch it up.
so when I started making the cocktails, I would pick ones that I would like, and then I would look at a recipe, but I was like, it doesn't taste that good, so I would switch it up and make it mine. But in order to do that, you have to use a good base of tequila or a good whiskey, because not all tequila is the same. It's like that movie. It's like same, but different. And so a lot of people, they get a recipe, and they just put a bunch of syrups and a bunch of crap in there, which is fine. And obviously, certain cocktails need,
They give you a hangover?
yeah, so it's all that sugar. But when I make my cocktails, I like to use fresh fruit, and just I like to be really I wanted to know what the hell I'm drinking, and if I don't like it, why the hell would I serve it to anybody else?
Yeah.
You know. So when
They're real good.
So when I was making those cocktails, I could only make like 2, 3, 4 of them because I would make it, and then I'd be like, well, I can't waste it, so I got to drink it. So after a couple of drinks, I would,
So you better make it good.
yeah. So if it wasn't good, I was like, well, down the drain or down the gullet, and so that was pretty hard. And
So more of an for people who appreciate good drinks, not just trying to hurry up and get scummy so they can hook up.
yeah, definitely. So that was going good, and I had this. It was not a concept, but like in my head, I knew I wanted to do something where our family could hang out, and chill. And just from being at really shitty bars or really shitty clubs, like I didn't like that. You know, all the crowdedness, the shitty drinks. Not shitty. I don't know when you.
And even a lot of the clubs that were nice, and upscale, they had like really drinks that didn't taste good, like
Yeah, I think they were upselling.
way.
Crap, yeah. So I had the idea. I was like, well, maybe I make a lounge or something. So that's gonna be in the future, and we'll get to that part. But that's I want to get it to where it's something that I would enjoy. It's not somewhere where you're gonna get fucking crazy. It's somewhere you can enjoy a good drink and chill. And I want to have a dance floor.
So that was the roots of it.
Well, it's a lot of stuff still. Damn, I just burped in the mic. I just told myself not to. Idiot.
Burping happens.
Yeah. And so around that time, that's when I don't remember if it was Santi or Easy. No, I think it was Easy, because like I said, we just hit a year. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that because at that time I was. You were telling me about that. I'm like, oh man, well, I actually just technically quit drinking or couldn't down on drinking. And then you're like, oh, well, it's tequila. I'm like, oh, even worse. We've all had that. Our bad, good stories that come with bad memories. And I was like, all right, well, let's try. And when it happened, I was like, okay, these are actually really good, and it's not like drinking beer, and I'm not knocking my beer drinkers because, coming from a guy with he used to have a big old beer belly, it was a switch up. It was definitely nice.
Yeah. That's also what I want to do is also like, because I went to, so me and Jimmy, my other brother, we go to a lot of breweries and I try it, and I also got that from Primo Anthony, because he was the one who introduced me to like IPAs and this and that, and I was I don't know, like it was weird, but then just the vibe from breweries, it was really chill, not overly crowded, and I was like, I like this, so that's another contributing factor. But like I said, when Easy was, he wasn't born yet, but I would have to make mocktails so that everybody can try it.
Oh yeah.
And same thing. I wanted to make something that I would drink, because when you go to a party or whatever, like usually I want to drink a beer, whatever. But like when you go to festivals, like the festivals we go to, all there is soda or lemonade, And as a kid, I would always see like, the grown-ups drinking these cool drinks, and I want some. And then I remember when mom and dad would go to a party, and then they would make their cubas, the Coca-Cola and rum. And I'm like, oh, what is it? Oh, you're not gonna like it, but obviously they're like, that's disgusting. And then I'm like,
it looks the same, but it doesn't taste the same.
Yeah. So as a kid, you always want to have a cool drink too, like was it Shirley Temples or Kitty Cocktails, and it's always the same stuff. So I wanted to offer something different, something that everybody can enjoy, make them fun, make them a cool drink, make them refreshing, but with like fresh fruit and just a good drink.
A healthier version.
Yeah.
Not just a bunch of sugar.
So I think I also want to, at the lounge, I want to offer a non-alcoholic menu, because I think a lot of people feel secluded in
What you mean?
just in general, like people have friends that are quitting drinking or they just don't like the, whatever, and they don't want to go out because they don't want to feel like, well, they're just gonna drink and this and that, or they're not gonna have something. They just have to drink water, like or soda or lemonade. But offering the drinks that I make can feel included, because, or you got a designated driver, whatever the case may be. And I specifically remember this one event at the Mercadito where this one, it was one old school Mexican guy, looked like he just got off of work or whatever. It was like 10 of his buddies that were landscapers, and he came up, and I thought, like everybody, you see a bar, you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get something alcoholic, and I was ready to tell him, because doing this all year, it was like, what do you mean you're a bar with no alcohol? Even though our sign says like 5, 6 places, and they're reading the menu like a fucking book. Oh, do you guys sell alcohol? No, it says right there. I think you just fucking...
I remember those.
Yeah. So this guy comes and he's like, that has no alcohol, right? I was like, no. And I thought he was going to just dip. And then he told his boys and they ordered a bunch of drinks. And I was like, damn. So there's a market out there for it, but it's not necessarily for the market. It's more because people and booze don't mix. And they're going to be like, from La Bamba Bob. Get kicked out of getting kicked out of the concert, but yeah, it's a big party. And what I started doing the events because we would always go to different events, car shows, carnivals, whatever it is, we're always there, we're always deep. And I'm like, well, this would be a good spot to show out. And, it grew. And people love it. A couple of events where we were able to sell alcohol.
Met a lot of cool people.
Yeah, and then they see us where we're not serving alcohol, and they're like, oh, you had really good drinks. So they gave us a shot, and like, oh, these are still really good. Like, and, you don't have to worry about the hangover. And vice versa. Like, oh, you had really good mocktails. Now that I don't want my kids, I want to have something alcoholic. And they love it. And that's cool. I remember first event, I was so nervous. That was crazy, especially, like I said, because it was raining. And I didn't think we were going to make anything. But that's, I guess, why people don't make their own businesses. They always all talk.
They let fear guide them.
Yeah.
Stop them.
Yeah, so that was a big factor. And then I was like, well, if I'm going to do it, I got to start somewhere. So I never ran a business before, so when I did it, I didn't know what I needed as far as legality part or this and that or my equipment, because I was like, oh yeah, I just need a cooler.
Yeah, it can be a little intimidating.
Yeah, so then after that, on how much we sold, I was like, oh man, I gotta get bigger. Not necessarily overwhelmingly big, but enough that it'll, help me do the job.
To have everybody at the party.
Yeah.
Puro Pinche party.
Yeah, and especially because everybody's there, it makes kind of, cleaning it up easier.
Because not everyone's not getting sloppy and making a mess.
It's like at the end of the parties where they're like, all right, the party's over, so while you're leaving, pick up a chair, help clean.
Like a lot of Mexican parties?
Yeah, and so, like I said, the first thing I want to do was make the lounge. I was like, I will set on it. All right, cool. And then it turns out in Illinois, you can't have a liquor license without having a brick and mortar. If you don't know what a brick and mortar is, it's an actual location. And it was a lot of stuff, and I didn't understand it. Nobody told me. Nobody taught us.
Yeah, business.
All I know is
no book on that.
School taught us the Pythagorean theorem. 7 years ago, like stuff that I like history, but it'd be cool to have a class that showed us this kind of stuff, especially taxes.
Yeah, and don't knock the Pythagorean theorem. As a carpenter,
One day I'll use it. So that's also why I started going towards the mocktails. But that doesn't mean that we don't offer, services for events with alcohol. We can do the events. It's just the customer has to provide the alcohol, which is, I personally think, is better, because sometimes you go to a bar and you order a margarita and you're like, oh well, I don't really like the tequila they got. There's it's a bottom shelf, and so this one you get to get the bottles that you like, and if you don't, if you don't like the taste, it's like, well, oh, what I meant by that is a lot of people at parties, they're like, oh, well, this tequila isn't that great, and I was like, well, tell your guy over here, maybe you should buy better bottles. But yeah, so if anybody needs an event out there, we do private events. We could serve alcohol, just the customer has to provide it, which
And he'll recommend really good alcohol, well, really good tequilas, really good whiskeys, really good everything. Like I said, that was when I stopped. Well, I was in a transition in life, cutting down, because sometimes it does get to us sometimes, And I was like, what the hell? Like, I just quit drinking. Like, and like I said, they were really, it's started off with mocktails, delicious, as a liker of flavor, they were really good. And then with the really good tequilas, I learned a lot. Man does a lot of research into history and just learning a lot of things about the tequilas and how it's made and all that.
so much research that hurts my head. Sometimes
Yeah.
I'm like, I always want to learn so much because every tequila has their own history and their own story, and
And they're all good tequilas, some reputable names or names that you never even heard of because, like he said, like he told me, a lot of these big name tequilas, they taste like, and I'm sure all you guys know, have a story. You never hear them because a lot of their money goes towards like advertising.
yeah,
or
they're really good at marketing.
Yeah.
And like that was that Clase Azul, that one looks like a vase, looks like this, and then it has the
It
bell
was
on the
not
top.
bad.
It was good.
But
It
I
was
mean,
good.
who hasn't heard of Jose Cuervo? And I'm pretty sure everybody has a bad story with that one. Or a
Yeah.
good story with a bad ending. And they're really, it's healthy, like the way, not promoting drinking, but the way that it's made is a lot more better for your body than other alcohols.
Well, in Mexico, I think you or Leftom, or maybe it was Lefty's little brother, where they'll drink all day tequila, but they don't do it to get fucked up. They'll do it because they like it, they enjoy it, so they'll be drinking water at the same time. So
I learned that on a trip to the town of Tequila in Mexico,
Yeah.
Jalisco.
maybe one day we'll have to make a trip there.
It was cool, but there I learned too. It's you're not taking shots like when I remember the first time they gave us little the caballos shot glasses, and we were they're like, hey, salud salud, and
If you guys don't know what the caballos are, they're little horns, right?
they're like they're shot glasses that just I don't know.
Sometimes they use little horns, and it's not in like the little pueblitos. It's not because I don't know. Everybody can think whatever, but it's because sometimes in the pueblos they don't have access to glassware. So if you guys seen that, that's the history of that.
Roots.
Roots. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
Oh no, but we all cheersed, cheers, salud. Vámonos, y ay cabrón, este cabrón se lo chingó bien rápido, and I'm like, wasn't that what we're supposed to do? And yeah, it was a more formal thing, tequila, here in the United States, and it was more of people didn't really want to drink tequila. That was like, cool, in between beers, like here, yeah, let's get fucked up faster, tequila, you got the shitty tequila that you want to take a shot because you don't want to sit there and sip. And being in the town of Tequila, learning a lot and being with, the people who actually make it, who appreciate what they're making,
It's their craft.
It's like, wow, this is not like tequila in the United States.
Tequila.
It's not tequila. It was good, and yeah, I'm like, wow, and it was all, all the gentlemen. Mind you, I was a young lad. Well, not a young lad. I was still above the drinking age. But we were there, and I'm like, oh, cool, yeah. They're like, wow, they're sipping it, enjoying it, and it was. It's being in the company of good people, friends, not getting shit-faced and going out and doing whatever. It was, wow, okay, we're having a good conversation, the wives and family, making the food, and the gentlemen, just relaxing, going over the day, because, we all bust ass and enjoy a nice little sip after all the madness. And it was really cool because I was like, wow, like this is not how we drink tequila in the United States,
Yeah, it's a very I don't know. People think that tequila is like I don't know, a lower tier drink. Like everybody always goes to the cognacs.
Or somebody makes that face like, tequila?
Yeah.
What kind is it? You know, it's
There's gonna be bottles that we're gonna be reviewing. We're actually gonna review a lot of tequila, a lot of whiskey. So as we go through the episodes, we're hopefully learn a lot, but also that way everybody also gets to know the man behind the bar. Or yeah, I don't know. It's me. We got another guy.
I'll be there cleaning sometimes too.
We got another my boy Turi. Hopefully we get him on the podcast. He's recovering from a hernia, so get better. But as we go on, we're gonna review tequilas, whiskeys, because for me offering private service events, people don't know what the hell they order, or people know what they want. So I have to show them what tequilas go better with certain drinks. Because sometimes if you want it more citrusy, sometimes you want it, this and that. It's a lot of stuff, but that's why I wanna be able to learn everything that I can, so I can give the client a better service, like that story that I told you yesterday about the Dalai Lama. The Dalai Lama, not the Dalai Lama. The Dalai Lama's a store. So, but it's like this one lady came with her son to visit the Dalai Lama, and she was like, "Hey, help my son cut sugar. He's overweight, obese, probably has diabetes, XYZ." And the Dalai Lama was like, "Okay, come back in 1 month." 1 month passes, and I came back, and the Dalai Lama was like, "Okay, stop intaking the sugar, stop eating the sugar, whatever." And the mom was like, "Well, why did I have to wait a month for you to tell me that when you could have told me, last month?" And he was like, "Well, how am I gonna tell you to do something if I can't do it? How am I gonna recommend a drink that I have not tried?" Or, like that. So that's something that I wish that other spots would other bars, other lounges, other places would offer, because you see all like a bunch of bottles and they look cool. They do a really good job setting them up, but you don't really know what you're drinking. And what I want to do, for the future lounge, I want to have all these bottles and be able to share the story, share what you're drinking. I'll even drink one with you, just so I can be like, "Oh yeah, I remember."
Building trust.
Yeah, I remember this tequila, this one, this and that, and it's this color because of this, or offer tastings. Here's a flight of a blanco, a still strength, a reposado, an extra añejo, and
You'll have to explain all those later.
yeah, we're gonna explain that more later on other episodes. So if you guys want to learn more, you gotta stay tuned. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's the quality that I want to really focus on.
It's a party and a learning experience.
Party and learning experience. And yeah, I feel that kind of sums up what Puro Pinche Party is. And if not, I'm pretty sure we're going to talk about it in other episodes.
And how long has Puro Pinche Party been going on, or when did that start?
So we just hit our 1 year anniversary yesterday. I don't know when we're going to drop this up.
So today is
January 11th?
I believe it's January 11th.
Okay, so our anniversary was January 10th. So, happy anniversary! Happy anniversary!
Happy anniversary! Saludito, saludito! Puro Pinche Party!
And if you guys notice that we're not slamming the tequila, we have really good tequila in here. We have a Lalo tequila Blanco, which we're going to be doing on our next episode. We're going to be reviewing it. So
It's definitely worth checking out.
yeah, stay tuned. Obviously, we haven't slammed it because we're trying to enjoy it. We're in good company, talking, chilling. And hopefully later on, what I want to do is offer this platform for other business owners, any promoters, anybody that's doing anything and they want to put their info out there. Like if you have an event coming up, if you have a small business, if you have a band that, anything.
Even the church events have been pretty good. The ones,
yeah.
The ones at the mall, and it's more community based. It's not. It's more. What would you say? Maybe like introducing the party, bringing the party to
Yeah.
to where there is no party.
Yeah, it's just something different. Something that I wish that I've seen when we go out. because we'd always bring our own party, and they're like, I think people would enjoy our company.
Well, everyone always does. You know what? And I remember even before it started, we'd be going out and we'd do, go check out car shows, go check out events. One was the Lowrider show, the Lowrider Mega Show in McCormick Place in Chicago, and
That one was cool.
that was even before, and this is the first time that VIP Tattoo had I guess attended or promoted and let people know what high quality tattoos are, not just garbage tattoos. And everyone was like, oh, like everyone saw the crowd, and it was our,
Because we were rolling deep, but it was like almost 20
like,
of us.
oh, is this a little party here? Like, are you guys serving drinks? And they're like, oh, we do it's tattoo shop. Oh, you guys tattooing? Oh, no, not here, buddy. Here's our number, here's our card.
It's not here, but I got it around.
It's not too far. Yeah, that was cool, and a lot of times it's a party. It's when you're with good people, good mood. Everyone's enjoying their time, and
Hopefully,
not sitting there
even
being,
right now, hopefully in the background you can hear the music. Gotta have the music. But yeah, that was a really cool event, and actually that's what kind of inspired me even more to do events, because of that specific car show. Also the one we did at the Syndicate Skate Park.
Oh,
that
yeah.
one was cool. It's something different. I didn't even know what kind of market, like a
like a
market.
pop-up event,
Yeah.
and a lot of crafters, people making their own unique art and selling that, because this is not just, I'm gonna pick up everything at Walmart or
Like
or Amazon.
resellers, like resellers.
Yeah, like
I hate
actual,
that.
yeah.
Not I hate it. I mean, everybody has to make their money, but there's something about when somebody makes it, puts their heart and soul into it. Like probably
True artists.
Yeah, and so shout out to them. And if you guys have a small business and want to put it out there, let me know. We can get you on the episodes or.
Yeah, because we met a lot of cool people, and that's what was awesome about it. Like, there was no, here, I'm trying to upsell, because everyone's different. Everyone's doing their own thing, and this is our own thing, your own thing, and it's just awesome, like everyone just enjoying it. Like, oh, wow, these people are real cool. Like,
Yeah, we
You know,
look we look mean, but
you see a big old crowd of people, you're like, oh, man, stay away from that gang or whatever. It's like, no, it's more of a fun time, and, and everyone's having a good old time, so.
yeah, I mean, I want to help people out while also doing what we do. And it doesn't even feel like, I don't know, it's not work. I don't know, it's just fun. It's just, I like it. It's something that even the kids could be involved, because every time I make the mocktails, they're like, oh, Theo Joe, can you make me a mocktail?
Yeah.
And they love it, and they're cool. It's cool. Like, it's a family
even
thing.
here for craft night.
Yeah, as you can see, with the paintings. But
Our
it's
little
cool.
artists.
We can do this with the kids, because a lot of the times people have to.
We're parents.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
We're parents.
Definitely can't push them aside, but yeah, I think we covered a lot of what Puro Pinche Party is. Like I said, if not, we're gonna obviously keep talking about it and talking about it and talking about it, because that's what we do. That's who we are. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode and continue to follow us, subscribe, like our Instagram.
And how can people reach you? Or
Right now,
what's you guys, any social media outlets?
So we have on Instagram, it's Puro Pinche Party VIP. I do have a channel on YouTube that I'm hopefully put this episode on. I believe it's Puro Pinche Party VIP. And also on Spotify, Puro Pinche Party.
Are you guys on Spotify?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so like I said, hopefully this episode is the first one put on Spotify. The other one, it's on YouTube, but like I said, this one's just more conversational, not necessarily like...
But wait, there's more?
Yeah, not like straight facts, me talking to the camera. Because the first time we did it, like I said, I felt like on Ricky Bobby when he's getting interviewed, and he's like, I don't know what to do with my hands. Sir, you just put your hands down. Yeah, so hopefully this is more chill vibe. But yeah, thanks for listening this long. And we'll see you in the next episode.